Howdy, folks. I'm Brian,
I'm Amber.
and here's some Reddit.
Happy Friday, Junior.
Happy Friday, Junior. Our first letter is titled, Am I a jerk for conducting a medical exam on my wife's friend's breast? I am a family physician who's practiced longer than a decade. My wife's friend Sally came by my house a few days ago to drop something off for my wife. Sally and I have also become friendly through my wife, and we often go out together with her and her husband. She dropped in, and then we were starting to talk, and she mentioned that she noticed a strange lump on her breast and was wondering if I could examine it. I didn't think twice about it, and I brought her into a different room. No, my wife was not home at the time. I asked for some relevant medical questions, and I felt her breast, and I told her that it did not seem to be a concerning lump. But if she wanted to get an image to know for sure, that she would have to see her physician. She thanked me and went on her way. I have performed hundreds of breast examinations and did not seem like a big deal at all, just a simple medical examination. I did not tell my wife that this happened, not for the purpose of keeping my actions a secret, but because I didn't think I should discuss Sally's medical concerns with my wife. Sally told my wife a few days later, and my wife became upset at me for both performing the examination and not telling her about it. My wife said that I could have simply told Sally to see her family doctor rather than feel her breast myself. She understands that it's a medical examination, of course, but still thinks it's weird that I saw her and felt her breast, and I do understand this. She said that it will now be in the back of her mind whenever she sees the three of us together. It's true that I simply could have told her to book an appointment with a physician, and I could have considered the possibility that the information would be weird for my wife. However, I felt like I was just doing my friend a favor, and it would be inconvenient for her to book a whole appointment for something that I could quickly do on the spot. Am I the jerk? Alright, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk.
Yeah, I think peace of mind is a huge thing when you
Mm-hmm.
have a breast lump like that. And certainly, I think that this is at least going to give her a little bit of comfort that she's not going to be having like a panic attack in the middle of the night or something like that and being like worried about her health because
Yeah.
that can be pretty hard, you know?
Right. Well, and making routine doctor's appointments are delayed right now anyway. So
Yeah.
I think the peace of mind thing is big. And also, it was important that he not mention this to his wife because even if he's not doing this in official capacity, it's still important to maintain doctor-patient confidentiality.
Yeah, I think doctor-patient confidentiality is a big point here, and I think that OP was in the right to not mention it to his wife because there are just some things that a doctor isn't allowed really to talk about, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with someone like his wife who knows this person. So,
And like this is a routine thing that he does all the time. She maybe feels weird because it's her friend, but he says like tons of these exams. So
hmm
the fact that he did this for her friend, I just don't understand what's so weird about it because he's a physician. Like this is literally his, part of his job.
Yeah, if it had been one of these things where he was not a physician,
Mm-hmm.
then that would be a completely different story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if this guy was just like your average Joe and a friend came over and was like, "Hey, can you help me out?" Then yeah, I mean that would be a little bit weird and probably untoward, right? But the capacity under which he did this, I think, was perfectly acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Our next story is, am I the jerk for refusing to have boundaries with my brother? I'm a 26-year-old female, and I have a little brother, a 5-year-old male, who is my parents' miracle baby. My mom was 44 when she had him. He's my little weirdo, and I love him. I'm pregnant with my first child, and little bro is extremely fascinated by everything. Bro constantly wants to touch the bump and ask questions about the pregnancy, like, where did it come from? My husband and I made it. What is it doing in there? Swimming, and will it eat its way out like a bug? I hope not. It's really funny. My mom and I take videos. My husband has started to, in his words, get creeped out by my brother's pregnancy fascination. He wants me to start laying boundaries with the kiddo and redirecting him instead of encouraging this unnatural fascination for funny TikToks. I think my husband is being the weird one, honestly. My husband says it's his baby too, and my brother's obsession makes him uncomfortable, so I should respect that. Seems dubious to me, but am I the jerk?
So, all right, folks, what do you think, jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk?
I mean, this is just 5-year-old fascination. There's nothing bad in this situation,
Right.
right?
Little kids are just curious. And
Yeah.
like the idea that there's a baby inside of a person, like, that's just so mind-blowing for the little mind. Like,
Yeah.
wait, is it gonna eat its way out of you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so.
And like kids understand the world through things that they've already seen and heard, and so of course he's going to ask questions based off of the world that he's as he sees it and understands it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's just being curious. I don't see anything here that's concerning.
I think it's just normal and healthy for kids to have curiosity about the world around them.
Yeah. All right, our next letter is titled, Am I the jerk for refusing my sister-in-law's request to dye my hair for my brother's wedding? My future sister-in-law, Liz, has turned into a bridezilla and is going to war with everyone over the stupidest of things. My natural hair color is red. I love my hair. Liz is a blonde, but she loves to have red hair, and in fact, ever since meeting me, she's been dyeing her hair almost the exact same shade as my color. I don't mind. I think it's weird that she does it, but I don't have a monopoly over this particular shade of red, and she's free to do whatever she wants with her hair. Well, she asked me this week that I should dye my hair to a different color because she wants her hair to be unique for her wedding. She offered to cover all of the costs as well. I just said no because it's my hair and I don't want to change it. I told my brother and he told me to do whatever I want because it's my hair. He said he'll talk to Liz and get her to back off. Well, it didn't work because Liz has come to my parents and they've taken her side. They say it's her special day and we need to be more accommodating. And it's important for our future relationship that we get along. I believe that I am being accommodating. She can do whatever she wants with her own hair. How is my hair any of her business anyways? My parents tell me that I should be the bigger person. I don't know why an 18-year-old should be a bigger person compared to a 27-year-old. They told me that I'm making this minor issue into a big problem and I should just do what she wants because it's her wedding. Am I the jerk for not giving in? All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk. So anytime someone requests that you dye your hair, that is a big thing.
That's a big ask. It's a big ask.
And the biggest concern for me is that if you want to go back to red afterward, you're going to have to either dye your hair lighter or darker.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at some point going to have to bleach it, because if you go darker, you'll have to bleach it to get back to red, and if you go lighter, you'll have to bleach it to get the lighter color.
Yeah.
I know they have treatments now, so bleach isn't as damaging as it used to be, but it's still not great for your hair.
I think it's a big ask. I think that it was reasonable for her to ask the question. However, she can't force and demand someone to change their hair color, right?
Now, this is my bad advice. If someone is in a wedding, tell them they need to dye their hair and they want to completely blow up their relationship with this person, because this is exactly what it will do. So L'Oreal Colorista makes a line of one-day hair makeup in very bright shades. So, I think magenta would work really well over red hair. If she's insistent that you have to dye your hair or you can't come to the wedding, an hour before, just throw in some Colorista, try it on a section of your hair beforehand to make sure it washes out fine. I've used it multiple times on my hair and it washes out after 2 days. That's the bad advice. The good advice is just stick to your guns, to explain to her that, you love your hair as it is.
That'll probably not make your parents happy either.
Yeah, that's why I said it's bad advice.
All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I have a tea.
As do I.
Amber has tea as well. It's mint tea.
With ginger in it. What is the wife of a jeweler called?
I don't know. What?
Ruby.
Oh. I guess so. And I have mega mint tea. I kind of said that weird. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving it a like. And if you didn't, consider giving it a dislike. Thanks so much to Amber for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Happy Friday, Junior. I hope you're all having a great week so far. And I hope either you're wrapping up your week or starting your week or wherever you are, that it's going great for you. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to this Friday Junior episode of this stuff. I'm gonna have to work on incorporating that into there.